And joining us on the Red Devils pregame show, it's Red Devils senior Michael Cantanzarite. So Michael, you guys got off to a good start winning the opener. How big is it to get one win to start the season off?
For me, it's the biggest thing because if you don't, it's a downhill slope from there, but if you do, it's an uphill slope. And I think to start off with a win, everything could just get better and only more better. And if you start worse, it is not good for the team morale. So I think the team morale is at an all-time high right now, and it's good going into our second game against Bridgewater. So
we turned over a fair amount of players, as we do every year here at Central. A lot of new faces, but a lot of veterans. What do you like best about this year's team?
For me, all my friends I grew up with. So I think we have the highest chemistry I've ever been on for a team. Last year, the seniors were great for us, great leaders, and they transferred that down to us. And I'm going to take that role on. Even though I'm not a captain, I'm going to help the team morale and keep us serious into this season so we can go farther than we did last year.
Michael, how important is it to have that leadership role you just talked about that you're kind of embracing here?
For me, it's the most important thing for this team. It doesn't matter about the personal stats for me. It's all about the team wins and how far we go as a team. So that's just what my leadership role, in my opinion, is for this group.
And we've got Bridgewater today, home opener. How good will it be to kind of finally get a game here at Stewart Field?
It's my favorite thing to play in front of the fans. I like the way they hype us up, and I like the way it puts Bridgewater under pressure, so I think it'll be a good challenge for us, just like it was last year.
And that was Red Devils senior Michael Cantanzarite. Stay tuned for Red Devils Soccer here on the HCTV live stream.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets regular, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
It's a beautiful day out here in Stewart Field, 80 degrees, and it's boys soccer in action. The home opener is the Hunterdon Central Red Devils will take on Bridgewater Raritan. Hunterdon Central is currently undefeated, 1-0. Gets a big win against Ridge, 2-0. Bridgewater Raritan 2-2 on the year. Lucas, first look at this Hunterdon Central boys soccer team. It's going to be a good game.
Yeah, it's supposed to be really good. I mean, Bridgewater, they're a decent team out there, but the Hunterdon Central Red Devils, obviously one of the better teams out there with Hunterdon Central's great soccer team. Hunterdon Central is really good with a lot of sports, but soccer is definitely their strongest.
Yeah, very historical program. Always does really good. Last season, finished 14-4, 6-2 in the Skyland Delaware, and they went far in both tournaments. First of all, they won the Hunterdon Warren Sussex tournament last year, and they beat North Hunterdon 8-1, and they got all the way in the NJSIAA finals, but came up short to Scotch Plains Fanwood 1-0. This is a team that went far, and now this is a team that has much more experience. 18 out of 26 varsity players on this soccer team are seniors. So when you have that veteran senior presence experience, it could definitely benefit you.
Yeah, and not to mention that more than half of our wins last year were shutouts. I mean, that's really, really good. That's to show a lot of dominance, and that's something that you got to look out for this year.
Yeah, 8 out of 14 wins being shutouts, and that's, like you just said, exactly what you want. This is a team that's headlined, like I just said, by a lot of senior experience. Guys like Michael Cantanzarite, Lou Christensen, Lucas Zerniak, Simon Fiala, just less than half of these seniors on this team. As for Bridgewater Raritan, last season, an okay season, 8-8, 3-5 in the Skyline Delaware. They got to the quarterfinals of the Somerset County tournament, but lost to Bernards 3-0. Went to the first round of the NJSII playoffs, but lost 5-0 to Elizabeth. So this is a team that's also trying to bounce back. And just like Central, this is a very senior-heavy team. So both teams come in with lots of experience, and it's really just going to come down to who's the better team overall.
Yeah, and speaking of like history, I mean, Bridgewater, they've lost pretty much all of their last appearances with Hunterdon Central. Hunterdon Central is just really dominant in this competition.
Yeah, and against the game against Ridge, they came up with the win 2-0. Michael Quintanzar and Alex Hain both had goals in those games. The only two players with goals currently on the year in their first game. The game will start just shortly. You see Central starting to come up now. Head coach for Central, John Deneen, and head coach for Bridgewater, Mark Heinbach. See number 11, Michael Takas there for Bridgewater near the center. You also see Alex Hain. And here we go. Bridgewater versus Hunterdon Central. Home opener for the Red Devils in soccer. Bridgewater kicks it that way. But there's Pedro Menendez to kick it with his head. Now here comes Bridgewater. Central's right there. Very fast-paced game to start off. Cantanzarite has it right there in good goal territory, but they pick it up clean right there. There's the goalie for Bridgewater. That is Michael Batista. Had 19 saves this season. 19 saves in 4 games. Very impressive. Kicks it to midfield. Fiala is right there. Fiala, a very good player for Hunterdon Central. Going to go right back to Batista. Want to reset things here. Game just started. 40-minute halves. At the midfield, there's Owen Mayrides, another senior on this team. There's Fiala. Fiala gives it right to Fran Perez. Fran Perez has a defender on him. Good job getting out of it. Fiala going to give it right back. There's Luke Christensen. Does a good job on defense. Now Christensen has it again. Good move to get past the defender. Almost goes out, doesn't, but Bridgewater now has it. There's number 14 for Bridgewater. That's Matisse Perrin. Now Batista has it again. Batista, good kick there. That's number 19 for Bridgewater. That's Jahan Balestro Mena. Now here comes Central, a really good defensive center. Lucas Zerniak gives it right to Christensen. Christensen at midfield, right back to Zerniak. It's now a fast-paced game, and now Central seems to start to slow things down a bit. Had a good goal opportunity very early in the game, trying to get that again. They get a 1-0 lead. Batista scoops it up right there. A very active goalie Batista is, like I said earlier, 19 saves on the year, looking to just add on to the category of stats. There's Fran Perez. Mayrides kicks it up in the air. Alex Haynes on that. Alex Haynes, a player that during the end of the season really came about. Wasn't on varsity originally, but worked his way up and scored a lot of key goals for the Central team. So look out for Alex Haynes, a key senior player on this team. There's the goalie for Hunterdon Central. That is Chase Reinhardt. Last season did not start, but had 2 saves on the year, so had some varsity experience. Now is the starter, Lucas. It'll be interesting to see what he can do. Yeah,
Chase is definitely one of those better players. You love to see him out there because he's only a junior this year, a sophomore on varsity last year, and that's really, really good for the Red Devils.
Yeah, 100%. There's Pedro Menendez, gives it right back to Alex Haynes. And Alex Haynes lost it. Now here comes Bridgewater, but there's Fiala right there. Central doing a good job on the defense, not allowing Bridgewater to get anything. Maybe I spoke too soon, perhaps, because here comes Bridgewater. There's number 11 for Bridgewater, Michael Takis. And Takis gets it taken away. Now here comes Central. That was Zerniak. Bridgewater kicks it out, resets. So about 4 minutes have gone by in this first period. That's number 13. Ramses Binns also plays basketball for Bridgewater. That takes it out. But there's Cantanzarite. Cantanzarite, a very good scorer. Had a goal against Ridge in the season opener. Here comes Central hustling up. And it's a race for the ball, and it's number 7 for Central. It's Renee Rincon sprinting up for it. And it went out, number 14. Tyus Perron is going to throw it out.
Hunterdon Central doing a great job of keeping possession of the ball. It's definitely what you want to do earlier in the game. Hunterdon Central definitely being careful with their passes, making sure not to give up too many takeaways.
Tanzarite looked for it. And once again, Bridgewater's going to kick it out. Good strategy there, not allowing Central to get anything. And very Central dominance in the first 5 minutes, keeping it on their side. But there's Bridgewater, gives it right to Zerniak. Now Zerniak right on the other side. Now at the midfield is Christensen, and he's just going to give it right back to Reinhardt. Reinhardt lightly kicks it to Zerniak. Keeping the pace. Zerniak up to midfield. There's Menendez right back to Fred Perez. High kick. It's number 7, Renee Rincon. And Batista scoops it up once again. Batista doing a good job so far. Not a lot of shots coming his way. Doing a good job of protecting it. High kick up to midfield. There's Zerniak. Been very active today. Fran Perez, good kick there. Does not lead to anywhere. Mayride's trying to get it against number 16 for Bridgewater, Kyle Carlvahu. That's Jason Rosenheim, number 6, going to bring it in. Gives it to Gantanzar. Gantanzar, good kick. There's Alex Hain. He came up big in these situations, but gets defended well there by Bridgewater Raritan.
That was one of the better looks that Central's gotten so far. Just a little bit too far outside, unable to get a good angle.
Jahan Balestra Mena had it. Now it went out. Zerniak brings it back in. Nope, that's going to be Menendez bringing it in, number 15. Menendez had 2 assists and 2 points last year. Saw a lot of action. Going to go out once again. There's Owen Mayrides. Mayrides had a goal and 2 assists last year. Reinhardt back to midfield. There's Christensen bringing it up. Good pass to Perez, and looks like going for Renee Rincon. Couldn't get it. Menendez has it again in the air. There's Simon Fiala. Simon Fiala, 2-sport athlete, plays tennis as well. 5 goals, 2 assists on the year. It's a fight for it right at the goal. Bridgewater gets it. But Central is right there. Central playing very good defense to start this game. There's Oame rides to Alex Hain. Hain trying to keep it in. It's going to roll out. Lucas, what do you like from Central so far in these first 8 minutes?
I'm liking their defense. I mean, they haven't allowed Bridgewater to get possession of the ball and even get past their side of the 50-yard line. I mean, Central is doing a great job of holding possession of the ball. Now we just need to get it closer to the net.
Yeah, here's Cantanzaro, good score. Simon Fiala looked like he was going to get something. Trips there. Now Menendez brings it back in. Not going to be Menendez. It's going to be Bridgewater's way, so maybe perhaps Bridgewater can get some momentum here. Haven't seen a lot of action on the offensive side for Bridgewater. It seems it might be that way as this Central defense, once again, playing really well. The midfield has played very well. Whenever it comes their way, they're able to get it right back. Here comes Christensen. Christensen going to give it to Fiala. Going to go out once again. Now Bridgewater going to kick it up to midfield, it seems. And now Central looks to have it. Yep, that's Zerniak on it, number 4. Fren Perez right to Menendez. Menendez gives it back. Good kick up midfield, and Alex Hain has room. Can we see a first goal here? Gives it to Cantanzaro. Cantanzaro's close. Tries to kick it. Could not get anything to go there. Batista playing great defense on the goal. Good opportunity for Central. They've had a couple good opportunities. If they can keep getting good opportunities, one of these eventually could potentially go down. So now Fiala looks like they're going to get a corner kick. They will. So big for Central to get a goal here to make it 1-0.
This is a big opportunity for the Red Devils to set the tone.
Fiala, number 8, kicks it in. And nothing's going to go. Good defense there by Bridgewater. That was number 13, Ramsey Binns. Good play by him to not allow anything to go as we are now 10 minutes into this first half. It is still scoreless 0-0. No subs yet. Have to think we will see some subs eventually. Here comes Cantanzarite. Cantanzarite looks to give it off to someone. Bridgewater kicks it out to reset. There's Alex Hain, kicks in his head. Right to Fiala. Menendez is right there, but too many Bridgewater players there to stop anything from happening. That was number 10, Jaskeret Darmy. Now here's Menendez. Looked for Fiala, but went to Alex Hain. Bridgewater's right there on defense, but Central, good job at recovering it. Fiala gets it near Hain. Back to midfield. No Bridgewater players there. Reinhardt gonna get it. Looks like Bridgewater bringing the pressure. Number 16, Kyle Carvalho. Slowing the pace down a bit is Central. Zerniak gonna bring it up to the midfield. Oh, there's Rene Rincon. Could have been something good there. Too many defenders. Perez. Once again has it. There's Rosenheim. Now Perez got some room to run. And number 26, Jay Cubero, doing a good job on defense. Seems like every single time they're in that goal territory, Cubero's right there to stop anything from happening. Tanzarite, Alex Hain had a look there. Good defensive play by Menendez. Zerniak's right on it. Good job keeping it in bounds. Reinhardt now has it, but the pressure is there by Bridgewater. Number 10, Jazikrat Darmy, doing a good job bringing that defense, not allowing Central to slow down or reset. They're bringing that pressure, which is what they need to do. Because Central is a team that has a lot of versatile scorers. When you have a team like that, you got to bring the defense and bring your A game the entire time. Fiala, and it's going to go out.
Yeah, Bridgewater's doing a great job with their defense. They're not letting Central get many scoring opportunities, but Bridgewater's definitely having trouble getting it on their side of the field.
100%, and once again, Central's going to have it. Looks like Jason Rosenheim, number 6, will bring it in. Alex Hain keeps it in. There's Fiala. Fiala looks like maybe tried to score a goal there. Multiple Bridgewater defenders around that, though. Couldn't really get much. Goes out once again. There's Perez right back to Zerniak. Coming up a little more than he usually does. May rides right back to Cantanzarite. Cantanzarite goal shot. Barely misses, but a good opportunity there for Cantanzarite. Good way to get it out of multiple defenders, and looks like it had a shot just off, however.
Cantanzarite on the shot just wide.
Now Batista looks to kick it to midfield here. Everyone's backing up. And that's what he does. But Menendez is right there. That's number 16, Carl Calval, who seems to bring his name up a lot during offense. One of their primary scorers. Hain. Oh, almost tried to keep it in bounds. Good effort by him, but just went out. Looks like a lot of people not upset with that call. Looks like it could have possibly been in there, but rest decision says that it was out.
obviously not happy about that call, but good call by the ref. That could have been a great scoring opportunity for Central.
There's Mayrides. Mayride's a player that's always really active. You know, you see him everywhere, does a good job. Hain has 2 defenders on him, takes it out. Ball's once again in the air. There's Menendez. That's Menendez and Darmy both right on it. Mayride's sliding kick, great job. Now there's Fran Perez. Looked for Cantanzaro. I don't think Cantanzaro saw that coming his way. Bridgewater's getting some opportunities to get it, but this Central defense just does a good job. Fiala kicks that into the stands. Ball's coming right back. Just about 15 minutes gone by in this first half. Still scoreless at 0-0. Maybe here's an opportunity for Bridgewater. And it's going to go wide. There's Rosenheim on it. Christensen's going to bring it up. Him and Zerniak, midfield. Zerniak here. Just right to Ken's hands right. Now here comes Zerniak with Christensen. Batista scoops it up pretty easily. High kick. And at the midfield, Fiala's right there with Mayrides. Just missed opportunity there. Goes right to the goalie, Batista. Batista, only a junior, starting for this Bridgewater team, has 19 saves on the season. Have him for another year. Always good to have younger players on varsity to get them the experience, and eventually in their senior year, they will be very skilled. Fran Perez now at the midfield. Gonna bring it up. Oh, good ball right there. Looks like Rene Rincon had it for a sec. Couldn't get it. Ball goes out. Good opportunity for Central. And like I've been saying, Lucas, Central's getting some good opportunities. And if it keeps going this way, one of them's going to have to fall.
Yeah, Bridgewater's doing a great job of just getting in the way, and they're just really able to use their defense to keep Central away from the net.
Going to go out once again. A high kick there. Maybe a good opportunity for Fiala to get something. Just a bit too high. Now here comes Bridgewater. That's number 13 for them. Ramses Vines. A good toss there. Mayride's right there to bring it back. Perez takes it back to a little above the midfield. Christensen overseeing everything. High kick for Menendez. Menendez tried to keep it in bounds, just a little too high for him. As now Batista. And a lot of these kicks today will do it again. Perez in a fight for it. There's Menendez trying to keep it in. He does. Yeah, Perez and Takis both there fighting for it. Now it's on Central's side. It looks like it went out. It did. Bridgewater brings it up. Mayrides once again very active in this game. Really good on defense. Oh, good kick by Menendez. Looks like he had a setup for Alex Hain. Miscommunication there. Now here comes Fiala. Fiala, good kick to Cantanzaro. And it's a goal for the Red Devils. That's 2 goals on the season for the senior. Michael Cantanzaro brings them up to a 1-0 lead. That is one of their best scores, Lucas, and he proves why. 1-0. There's no stopping him.
Yeah, there was a lot of defense there from the Bridgewater Panthers, but Cantanzaro was just able to push through and able to get a great shot off.
Yeah, multiple defenders around him. Had a defender right on him, but was able to get it out, get the goal, and now a 1-0 lead for Central. 2 goals on the year for Cantanzarite. This early in the season, a great player, and now Central has the lead in the first half with about just over 20 minutes left in the game. Now back at the midfield, here's Christensen with it. Christensen right to Cantanzarite, just scored. I think Rincon lost momentum there. Now Bridgewater has a chance. We have not seen Lucas's Bridgewater soccer offense at all. It has been all Central, especially on the defensive side. Once again, there's Rosenheim. Back to Perez. You see Perez and Mayrides being the main people just above the midfield, being able to secure it on their side and allow Central to get all these opportunities. Resending here is Central. Fiala gave it back to Zerniak. Zerniak to Cantanzarite. Mayride's going to run to it. Batista, big collision there with Mayride. Both didn't really see each other coming.
Batista is doing a great job. Whenever the ball's near him, he just swallows that ball up. Makes sure that the Red Devils are unable to get any shots off.
Now here's Bridgewater with it. Central's defense is right there, though. There's number 26, Jake Cubero. Yeah, and a really good job here by number 10, just Kurat Darmiat, for giving Central that pressure. You know, seems that they do not want Central to feel relaxed here and feel calm when trying to reset. Darmy is there every single time. Here's Cantanzarite for another goal shot on it, just missed. And now it goes in, and that is now a 2-0 lead. Michael Cantanzarite is red hot, has his second goal of the game. You know, that one really wasn't on Batista because you saw Cantanzarite kick that in. It just hit the goalpost. You know, Batista didn't really get a chance to recover. Cantanzarite basically just ticked that right in to the point where there wasn't really much Batista could do. Now a 2-0 lead and 3 goals on the year already in just 2 games, not even for Michael Cantanzarite.
Yeah, not to mention that both of his goals were within 2 minutes of each other. I mean, that's really big for the Red Devils. That's to show that the Red Devils definitely want to show, they want to show that they're here. They want to show that they're ready to play. They want to show that they're going to score as many goals as possible. They're hyped up right now.
And there's plenty of soccer left, but with a 2-0 lead, with it really only being Central offense and not a lot of Bridgewater at all, Bridgewater has to get something here because if they can't really get at least 1 goal going into the second half, it's going to be hard for them to come back because this Central defense does not seem to get tired. It doesn't seem to be relaxed. It seems to be fully focused. And now with 2 goals, it's going to be hard. If you do have an injured player here, we'll be right back. And we are back here. As you can see, Batista, the goalie for Bridgewater, happily is getting up on his own feet. Does need help to walk. We hope he's okay. He was having a decent game, giving the pressure and the defense. So now the backup goalie for Bridgewater is coming into the game. Can't see the number at the moment, but it is one of Adrian Arias and Duran Chacon Ulloa. Number 0 for Bridgewater is coming in for goalie.
That's not a good sign for if you're Bridgewater. I mean, Batista was having such a great game. Now you have the medics coming out. He's struggling to walk. That's not a good sign for Bridgewater.
Yeah, but we are happy that he's on his own 2 feet. That's what you always want to see. You pray for a speedy recovery for the guy. And a round of applause for him. Game will resume shortly. If you're just tuning in, Central home opener for boys soccer against Bridgewater. Cantanzarite has the 2 goals on the game to make it 2-0 with still 19:26 left in the first half. Still plenty of time left for Bridgewater to come back into this game, but we've seen a very very good Central team, more specifically on the defensive side. Guys like Fran Perez and Owen Mayrides at that midfield are not allowing anything to go Bridgewater's way. You got Lucas Zerniak and Luke Christensen also on the defensive side doing a good job. See some subs coming in for Central. That coming in was number 20 for the Red Devils, Colin Decatur. Decatur, a junior. You also have number 2, Brian Grubb, a sophomore coming in. Only a sophomore on varsity. Very good sign. Seems that number 22 is in as well for the Red Devils. Bridgewater trying to get it, but once again, the defense for Central playing very well. Fiala had a good kick there. Fran Perez been very active in the game. You still got Perez and Mayrides in, giving 100% effort. Decatur on our left side. Now Perez, there's Cantanzarel, had a good look there. Just kicked a little too far, but Cantanzarel does a good job at being able to keep with it. Rosenheim going to sprint towards it. Good job at went out, but good job nonetheless with the effort of trying to keep that in. Matthias Perron going to bring it in for Bridgewater. There's Brian Grubb. Tries to give it to Cantanzarite. Does a good job at that. In the corners, Decatur. Decatur cannot get there in time. Goes out Bridgewater's way. Ramsey's Bynes going to scoop it back in. Toss it back in. There's number 22 for Central. Mayride's up in it. Now here's Decatur with it, 400 in Central. Decatur try to give it to Cantanzarite. Good job on defense by Bynes. Bynes not slowing down. Gives good pressure on Fiala. Fiala, good move. Trying to get to the midfield. On our right, there's Rosenheim. Rosenheim tries to give it to Perez. Good job by number 14, Matthias Perron, on the defense. Ryan Grubb tries to get it, goes out. Number 0 for Bridgewater, the goalie. Going up to the midfield, Mayrides is right there. Goes out.
Bridgewater's finally got something going. I mean, they're able to get it farther down the field, but I believe that's part of the fact that Hunterdon Central put in their subs, but Hunterdon Central is still dominant in this game. I mean, they're up by 2 goals already, and they're still able to keep it on their side of the field for the most part.
Yeah, and the subs that came in and done a great job. Colin Decatur doing really well. The defense for Central seems to be very what they're focused on because they're lights out so far. High kick. There's number 22 for Central. Stays with it. Brian Grubb's right there. Missed opportunity. Had to defend her around him. Good job at keeping it in. Up in the air now, and it's going to go right out. Could have been a 3-0 game there, but some miscommunication. Now just over 15 minutes left in this first half. That was a corner kick there. Good ball. Grubb kicks that in. Couldn't get it to go. There's Grubb once again. Now Bridgewater has an opportunity to bring it up. But Decatur kicks it right back to Christensen. There's Zerniak. Zerniak on our side, number 22. Number 22 is Colby Townsend. Colby Townsend, number 22. He's done a good job so far. Reinhardt right to Zerniak. There's number 23 for Bridgewater. Ronit Nyack doing a good job on the defense. Townsend is in a race with Bynes. Townsend, good pass to Cantanzarite. Cantanzarite already has 2 goals in the day, looking to make it 3. Good move. Now Fiala's right there on it, as well as number 19, Johan Balestro-Mena. Seems that every time it goes to the midfield, Christensen and Zerniak are right there to stop anything from happening. And Lucas, those two have been a very key piece in the central defense.
Yeah, I mean, it's really important to have them out there right now to keep the ball on Hunterdon Central's in their possession, and they're doing a great job of that so far.
Here's Decatur on our left, back to Townsend, to Fiala. Gives it right back to Christensen. Christensen. Cantanzarite is back to Brian Grubb. Grubb up in the air, keeps at it. Oh, big goal opportunity there. That would have been a great goal by Townsend. Jumping and everything, but does not connect.
Yeah, he attempted, like, almost if it was a bicycle kick there, but it was just too early of a kick and just kicked it way out of bounds.
Yeah, Grubb had it high in the air. Townsend saw the opportunity, but just hard angle to get it. It's a very hard shot. Would have been amazing if he were to get that.
Jesse, I see what you meant about not checking off people to send them. I just figured it out now.
That's Zach Hurling in the game, seeing his first minutes, number 24. Number 17 for Central is also into the game. That's Dylan Mihalski in as well. Now here's Decatur on our left. Right back to Townsend. Townsend has multiple defenders around him. Good job getting it right back out. There's Timmy Del Sandro also seeing his first couple minutes. Grubb had a good opportunity, but just a little too high of a kick by Del Sandro. Potentially make it a 3-0 game. Now number 0, the goalie for Bridgewater, brings it out. Mayrides once again is right there. Brian Grubb has it. There's Del Sandro. Del Sandro right back to Zach Hurling. Hurling right back to Del Sandro. Good job by Central somehow keeping this ball in while tightly defended. Stays in. Hurling on our right. Couldn't get anything. It's a race for it. There's Zerniak and number 4, Andrew Childs at it. Whistle here. And Bridgewater will have it.
You see a lot that Hunterdon Central offense just getting swarmed by Bridgewater players. I mean, they're getting double or triple teamed. Hunterdon Central is doing a great job right now trying to get it out of there. They're trying to get it to their teammates, and they're doing a great job.
Kevin Miller subs in for Hunterdon Central, number 5. I believe he subbed in for Mayrides. No, Mayrides is still in there, but he subs in nonetheless. Just over 10 minutes left to play in this first half. A 2-0 lead. Cantanzarite with both goals. Central won their season opener game 2-0, so already there in the first half, looking to just add on more. Zerniak right there to Kevin Miller. Miller brings it right back. Ronit Nyack doing a good job on the pressure for the defense, as well as number 9, Jason Urena, both doing good jobs. It seems that Bridgewater brings guys to Central's side. They don't want Central to be relaxed and reset everything. Bridgewater brings the pressure in a good way.
Yeah, you'd love to see more action from, like, Chase Reinhardt, our goalie, but Hunterdon Central is doing a great job on their defense just getting away from there. And you'd love to see more action out of that, but fortunately, Red Devils are just better than that.
Look at this. Good opportunity here. Timmy D'Alessandro, but Bridgewater does a good job on defense. Multiple defenders. Somehow D'Alessandro was able to keep that ball for a while, but it was too much. And now Bridgewater looking to bring it up. Decatur's right there on our left. Going to go out. Bridgewater brings it back in. Bynes been in for most of the game. To toss it in. And once again, Mayride's right there, brings it back to Central side. Grubb has room to run, gives it right back to Decatur. Decatur staying on that left side, doing a good job. Townsend tried to keep that in and run to it, couldn't get there in time. Now here's Bridgewater, number 9. Jason Urena kicks it to the other side. Hurling's right there to D'Alessandro. Grubb. Near the midfield now as Bridgewater goes off of Grubb out of bounds. Kevin Miller with it now, back to Mayrides, now back to the midfield. Townsend on our left. Well, it's a great pass there to Mayrides. Mayrides somehow gets it back. He's just doing a great job. Seems to be everywhere on the field for Hunterdon Central and has not subbed out yet. He's played the entire first half. If there was a hustle player of the game, it would definitely be him. Good save there. The goalie of Bridgewater. Subbed in for the injured Michael Batista. Bridgewater passing the ball to each other. Good job by Brian Grubb on defense. Good hustle. Hurling going to reset it. Reinhardt's right there. Zerniak brings it up to midfield. Takes it back. There's Mayrides. Mayrides once again. Just keeps going at it. Decatur is on Bynes.
Mayrides is playing really aggressive now. He's playing really, really good defense. He's definitely one of those guys you got to watch out for out there if you're playing on offense.
Yeah, and he can score too. He had a goal and had 2 assists, so he's good on the offensive side as well. He really can do it all for this team. That's what you want in a player. Townsend, good pass to D'Alessandro, tightly guarded. Ball staying in the midfield. Good job by Central. Bring it right back, and a lot of traffic. Nyack once again bringing the pressure for Bridgewater. Zerniak, Nyack, both fighting for it. There's Townsend on our left. Good job getting out of that corner side. Ball stays in. Christensen's on our end, or opposite end. Reinhardt right there to scoop it up. Just over 5 minutes left to go in this first half. 35 minutes have gone by. Goes right to the Bridgewater goalie. High kick up to midfield. Bounces off Hurling's head. Goes right out. Halski had it. So right back to Bridgewater. There's D'Alessandro on the defense. Townsend now has some room to run. Oh, had a good pass to D'Alessandro, but good job by Ramsey's Mines there to stop anything from happening. Kevin Miller takes it out. Number 0, the goalie for Bridgewater, will bring it back in. And Lucas now only above 3 minutes left to go. Bridgewater has to hurry for sure.
Yeah, I mean, Bridgewater's not having a lot of success on offense. Hunterdon Central's defense is definitely doing a great job trying to keep it, again, on their side of the field. They're doing a great job of that. Bridgewater's got to get something started on their side of the field now.
Yeah, they get it up to midfield a lot, but that's about it. You know, the defenders for Hunterdon Central doing a great job. Good defense by Kevin Miller. There's Bynes on our left. Right back to Urena, but Urena misses it. And Mayride's going to reset it right to Zerniak. Once again, there's Ronit Nyack. Not slowing down, bringing that pressure to the 2 defenders. Decatur, good pass there to Townsend. Townsend hustling, trying to keep it in. Couldn't get there in time.
Yeah, Townsend almost had a great opportunity. He just had to move downfield just a little bit more and would have had a great shot on goal.
Either way, great effort by Townsend. Has had a great game. Almost had an insane, almost bicycle-like kick goal, but couldn't get it to go. Goes out once again. Erling trying to toss it in, trying to get someone a good look. Tries to give it to D'Alessandro, but 2 defenders around him. Now the goalie for Bridgewater. Overseeing. Ball goes to midfield. Decatur is right on the defense. So once again, good job by the defense, specifically Decatur. He's done a good job. You know, plays our left side a lot, primarily stays there. And whenever something comes his way, he gives full hustle and effort to stop anything from happening.
Definitely an aggressive player to have, and I'm really happy to see him out there after that sub.
Now here's Central. There's Brian Grubb. He was right next to number 12, Matthew Cancella. Just over a minute left to play in the first half. So maybe Central can get another goal here before the half ends. That would make it 3-0 and a great lead, as if it isn't already great enough, 2-0.
Yeah, like you said, either way, Central is definitely going into halftime with a lot of confidence and a lot of pride that they're here and they're already up by 2 goals going into halftime.
Mayrides keeps it in bounds. Christensen has no one near him. He's got plenty of green ahead of him. Gives it to Grubb. Grubb. So right there, I believe that's hurling on the right side of us. It's now the final 30 seconds. Central's got to hurry here. It's a corner kick. Big opportunity to make it 3-0 before the end of the half. Grubb will kick it. Potentially can be the last opportunity for Central. Corner kicks up. Mayrides does a good job at keeping it in. Couldn't get anything, though. Good defense by Bridgewater. Final 10 seconds here. We'll see if Central can get anything. Christensen going to toss it in. Near the goal. Final 3 seconds here. And Bridgewater does a good job on defense. And that is it for the first half. The home opener for the boys soccer, Hunterdon Central Red Devils. Michael Cantanzaro having a great game. The 2 goals for the Red Devils. The defense as well for the Red Devils doing a good job and not allowing Bridgewater to get anything. Stay tuned for second half coverage.
And joining us here at halftime of the Red Devils Bridgewater game, it's Red Devils junior goalie Chase Reinhardt. Chase got the call to move up to varsity this year. What's that feel like to play as goalkeeper, the Red Devils varsity team?
Feels amazing. You know, I wanted this opportunity for a while now, and I mean, I've been working towards it for the past 2 years, freshman and sophomore year. Been looking up to Phil, previous goalkeeper shoes, Callan. I think he's been a great keeper for us, and now I'm happy to step in, take that role, and become a leader on this team, even though I'm not a captain right now.
So Chase, when you're playing at the freshman and JV level, however it went here at Central, you looked up to these guys. What's it like now to finally be on the pitch for the varsity?
Feels amazing. I mean, to become the people that I once looked up to and now be the one that some people have to look up to now, it's a great feeling, and I think I just can't wait to get this season kicked off, ready to go.
So what do you like best about the boys so far that you've seen? Obviously, we're early in the season. We got the one win under our belt. But what has impressed you most?
I think what's impressed me most is my back four, my defense. I think they've been great. I've only had like 2 shots on goal so far, and I think they've done a stupendous job of keeping the ball safe, getting it back to me, and I think the chemistry between us 4 has been great. But not to take away from the offense as well. They've had their chances, obviously not as many as we wanted to have, but they've been doing their job, and they've been obviously keeping it down, scoring goals, and that's what we need.
Chase, what does it mean to be a Hunterdon Central Red Devil?
I think it means a lot. I mean, first, I think it means to be brave, to be courageous, to be smart. I think it means a lot. One of our core principles here at the school, and I think it's good to carry those kinds of traits and values to here on the field and make sure to be the best we can.
And that was Red Devils junior Chase Reinhardt. Stay tuned for second half action.
And we are back here for second half coverage of the home opener for the Hunterdon Central boys soccer team. And in the first half, we saw a very good defense for Hunterdon Central, have not allowed Bridgewater to get anything in this game, have played very good defense, and also Michael Cantanzare has 2 goals, now 3 goals on the year. He had the goal against Ridge, has 2 in this game. He's done an absolutely great job, and if he can get another one, we could see an all-time performance tonight, Lucas.
Yeah, I mean, he's one of the many players that you want to look out for tonight. I mean, you see Colin Decatur out there. He's playing some very aggressive defense. He's trying to keep that ball toward Hunterdon Central's side of the field, and because of that, Bridgewater hasn't been able to get a lot of opportunities. They haven't gotten a single shot off. Chase Reinhardt is our goalie. He has not gotten any action out there.
Yeah, I mean, Reinhardt literally is not, I don't think, had a save yet. Bridgewater, I don't think has attempted a goal yet, and if they have attempted a goal, it hasn't been a good one because the defense for Central has been great. I want to talk about Owen Mayrides and Fran Perez, who are primarily around that midfield. It seems that any single time the ball comes to the midfield, they are right there to get anything. As well as Zerniak and Christensen on the defense have done a very good job as well. Looks like Timmy D'Alessandro. He will kick it off, and here we are for the second half at Stewart Field. Central Bridgewater boys soccer 2-0. Now Central on the other side. Here's Christensen, brings it up to midfield. There's the sophomore Brian Grubb, just misses it. Alessandro slips, good job bringing it back. Oh, and yeah, that's definitely a whistle. Number 7 on Bridgewater. Ethan Corrales seemed to just kind of push Alessandro down. Good call there by the official. Out the midfield, Zerniak bringing it back up. Right to D'Alessandro. D'Alessandro, good pass there to Brian Grubb, but just whistle was blown. Looks like offsides for the Red Devils. Yep, and now Bridgewater going to bring it up. Number 0, the goalie, subbed in for Michael Batista. Was having a solid game, unfortunately went down, so Bridgewater has their backup goalie in the game. Reinhardt is still in for Central. Has not seen much today. That is due to Central's good defense. Ramses Bynes. Been in the game the entire way, basically. Has not really subbed out. Done a great job. Ooh, yeah, another whistle there. That's number 8 for Bridgewater. Owen Mutzi, just a little shove there to Zerniak. A couple hits here for Bridgewater early on, definitely. Can't have that keep happening if you're Bridgewater. Penalties are costly, especially now being down 2-0. Here's Dylan Michalski, gives it right back to Christensen. And now at the midfield once again, there's Brian Grubb. Grubb, good job keeping it in bounds to Townsend. Townsend gives it right back. Good pressure here by Bridgewater. Now Bynes gives it to number 7. Ethan Corrales. Corrales has some room. Perhaps the first time Bridgewater maybe has an opportunity here. And it goes out. Yeah, Lucas, that was honestly one of the first times we've seen Bridgewater have a legitimate opportunity to get a goal, and it did not fall through.
Yeah, I mean, Hunterdon Central definitely jumped into action. I mean, you saw two defenders go straight after who was going after that one, and Hunterdon Central just really got onto it and didn't allow anything of it.
There's Zerniak. Been active these first couple minutes of the first or second half. Corrales. Whistle blown. Looks like it was on Central. It was. Bring the ball back up here to number 12, Matthew Gancella. Corrales, high kick. It's the field goal post. Couldn't get anything to go there. Central has it now. Fran Perez seems to be back in the game. There's Rosenheim. On our right is Decatur. Decatur playing the right now instead of the left. So swapping sides. Now at the midfield, there's Decatur. Decatur with two defenders on him. And he trips there, whistle blown. Yeah, and that's going to be on Bridgewater. So now Townsend has a good kick opportunity here to bring it to Central's side. We haven't seen it on Central's side a lot this second half. Bridgewater seems to be doing a better job getting on the offense, but nothing seems to work for them yet. High kick goes out. Yeah, and this Central team overall, Lucas, is a very dominant team. In the 2020s, this team has not had a losing record yet. There's Del Sandro, good save there by the Bridgewater goalie. But as I was saying, in the 2020s, Central Soccer has not had a losing record for the boys, and that's a very good stat.
No, you go on to like NJ.com or something like that, and you don't see a single game lost. I mean, Hunterdon Central is just dominant overall. Their offense, their defense, just overall is fantastic. Don't expect a loss here today.
Yeah, historically, this is one of Central's best programs. The boys soccer team is a very historical program overall, and they continue to showcase that every single season. Off to a 1-0 start, looking to go to 2-0. Perez gives it back to the midfield to Zerniak. We have 5 minutes gone by in the second half. Still a 2-0 game. Cantanzarite has those 2 goals. Haven't seen much of Cantanzarite since the mid-first half. Goal shot there saved by Bridgewater. Backup goalie doing a great job. Has not allowed anything yet.
Definitely a position you want to have a lot of depth in as a soccer team is definitely the goalie. I mean, Bridgewater has a great goalie. They have a lot of backup goalies. That's definitely something you want to have.
Mm-hmm. Goal shot there. That was Fran Perez. Had a great look, but just short. And just like Owen Mayrides, Lucas, Fran Perez is a guy that is really just everywhere. We see him on the offense. We see him on the midfield. We see him on defense. Him and Ray Rides seem to be really the hustle players of this team where they can just do it all, and that's the type of player that you need on a soccer team.
Yeah, and some of these guys are juniors. We're going to see them again for another year, and that's something you definitely want to have is a lot of young guys who are playing really aggressively and playing some good soccer out there.
Yeah, although 18 out of 26 on varsity are seniors, you have some juniors like Decatur and Michalski, as well as Brian Grubb is sophomore, so you have the young guys getting experience early on. And when they get older, they will just be more experienced and have the team chemistry with these guys that they played for a long time. So always good to see the younger talent on varsity. Christensen, don't think he saw number 18, John Daniel Carrenos, come up on him. Michalski, try to get it out, goes out again. Ooh, good pass to D'Alessandro by Zach Erling. Tried to keep it in. Tightly guarded. Good job by Bridgewater. And Lucas, we're seeing perhaps maybe a better Bridgewater team in this first couple minutes of the first half. They've got stuff on their side. We haven't seen much of Central's offense either.
I mean, you're still seeing a lot of Central possession, but Bridgewater is definitely coming into this half a lot more aggressive. That's definitely something that the Bridgewater coaches wanted to talk about, is aggressiveness.
Yeah, that was a goal attempt by Grubb. Picked up there by Bridgewater goalie. Whistle blown. See Decatur in a collision with number 8, Owen Muti. Going to go Bridgewater's way. Is it going to go Bridgewater's? Looks like, actually, nope, excuse me. That's Central's way. Reinhardt picked it up. Gets it right back to Central. Or no, it's going to go to Bridgewater. Number 4, Andrew Childs has it at the midfield. Got opportunity here to make it a 2-1 game. Desperately need a goal. Grubb was right there, but it goes out. Christensen up to the midfield. Oh, maybe D'Alessandro maybe had a good look there. Ball wasn't kicked with enough power, though. Miller had some room. Good job by Bynes. Miller gets past 2 defenders. Great job. Passes it to D'Alessandro. D'Alessandro to Townsend in the corner. Can he keep it in? He can't.
That was a good run there for the Red Devils. They definitely had a lot of good passing there. Was able to get it up field, and just one missed pass just ends it all. I mean, that's something they need to work on, is making sure that those long passes make sure that they get to whoever it was intended for.
Ball up in the air. Grubb's right on it. As well as Erling. Goes out. Now 10 minutes about gone by in the second half. Still 2-0. Erling had Molesky. Had Michalski there. And Decatur had the kick, fell, and looks like... nope. Hard fall there for Decatur. Seems to be all right. Clock stops at 30:06, so pretty much, yep, 10 minutes gone by. 30 more to go.
You see now coming out for Bridgewater is Dharma, and Dharma was definitely one of those big players in the first half. He played a lot of great defense, and it seemed as though every time Central got toward midfield, Dharma was there to defend.
Yeah, Dharma, every time, like you just said, Central tried to reset a lot, giving it back to Christensen and Zerniak, trying to slow the pace. Dharma brought the defense and the grit, not allowing them to relax at all. Big kick here for the Red Devils. Looks like Fran Perez is kicking it in. Oh, wow. Great defense by Bridgewater. Zerniak on the kick. A defensive player. Would have been great to see him get a goal. But a bit too much power. Not the best angle, but a good opportunity and a good kick there. And a good look by Zerniak.
Definitely a great shot from Zerniak there. Bridgewater was definitely not expecting that. It was coming off of a deflection, and Zerniak was just there. He almost had a great shot just wide of the goal, though.
Yeah, and we haven't seen the starters for Central come in yet. It seems that they are just trying to save them as much as possible, and it seems like they're in a situation where they're playing good defense. They're not really allowing Bridgewater to get anything. To me, it seems that because of that, and because the subs are playing really well, you want to rest your starters, guys like Antanzarite and Mayraj, as much as you can, as well as Fayala, and in those later stages, bring them back in fully healthy.
Yeah, not to mention that we're up by 2 goals. There's no point in putting them in unless we're down.
Mm-hmm. Or maybe, 2-1, 2-2 scenario. It doesn't seem like that's going to happen. whistle blown here.
This is one of the few times that we've seen Bridgewater get over to their side of the field. Reinhardt ready to see some action, maybe a couple saves. Definitely something you want to see on the stat board.
Yeah, good opportunity here for Bridgewater to get something here. Darmy is right there for the kick. Darmy had an assist so far this season. Good save by Reinhardt. I believe that's his first save of the day. And his first save of the day, first or second, either way, is a great one.
You'll love to see it from Reinhardt. He's been resting all day. I mean, we're already in the second half, and Reinhardt hasn't had any action. That's one of his first saves of the day. He's been all rested. That's definitely a wake-up.
100%. Yeah, great save by Reinhardt, turning his whole body to get that and dive for it. Ball at the midfield now. Reinhardt kicks it right back. There's Ronnie on it. Back to Decatur. Decatur falls and a whistle blown. Decatur's sister in the girls' opener against Watchung had a goal. He seems to be doing just as well. On the defensive side more so, but both siblings doing great things for the Red Devils soccer teams.
Hunterdon Central still playing really aggressive defense. They've been doing a great job of that all game. Still not allowing a lot of possession time for Bridgewater and a lot of possession time for Hunterdon Central. Bridgewater's defense is still allowing a few shots off, but not many. I mean, we've only seen a couple, maybe one or two in the second half. Hopefully we can see a lot more shots, make it more exciting here.
Yeah, slow half to start off the second half for this game, you know. A lot of Central starters aren't really in, so perhaps maybe because they don't have those starters in, a little harder for them to get the goals. Nonetheless, they've still been doing a great job on defense. No goals yet for Bridgewater. They had the one opportunity, and that was really their first opportunity of the game, Reinhardt having a good save. There's Christensen at the midfield. Bridgewater will not have it. Whistle blown here. It's going to be Bridgewater, though. Tossed up to midfield. Going to go with Bridgewater once again. So Bridgewater now having an opportunity. There's number 9, Jason Ureta. Hear the marching band practicing in the back. Roddy, high kick. Wow, great catch by Reinhardt over multiple people. That's a great save. Another great play by Reinhardt. And the high kick to midfield. Yeah, Lucas, what a great play. You know, you basically had like half of the players right in a certain area, and Reinhardt just grabs it and just right there.
I couldn't even see Reinhardt. I just saw 6 or 7 guys trying to head the ball, and Reinhardt just comes out of nowhere and snags it out of the air.
Yeah, great play. So we are reaching the 20-minute mark, about 20 minutes gone by so far. Grubb is limping. Hopefully he's okay. Erling back to midfield. There's Zerniak. Right to Decatur on the far right. Townsend has an opportunity, just couldn't get the right angle, though. We've seen a lot of shots by Townsend. None of them have fallen yet, but if he keeps getting these opportunities, and now, here comes a lot of subs. Cantanzarite coming in, Rincon coming in, Alex Hain, Fiala, main rides. These guys are coming back in. And a lot of subs coming in for Bridgewater as well, but that's bad news for Bridgewater that these subs are coming in. Cantanzarite has the 2 goals for them. Alex Hain's the guy that you got to watch out for. Mayrides has just been hustling and being everywhere on the field. Fiala's a good presence to have. So these guys coming back in, I wouldn't say it's good for Bridgewater.
Yeah, I mean, Bridgewater's hasn't been doing all that great offensively because of Hunterdon Central's defense, but that was just Hunterdon Central's defensive subs, and now we have the Hunterdon Central starters back out there. Definitely a big lookout for the Bridgewater Panthers.
Reinhardt, high kick. There's Hurling on our left. Goes out. Erling, good job keeping it in. And Tanzarite's in a race for it. He's got 2 goals in the game already. Has some room to run, but he's tightly guarded. There's number 10, Fran Perez. Bridgewater just trying to get anything they can, but it's been repeated a lot, but Central's defense is not allowing anything.
Hunterdon Central is doing a great job on defense again. Bridgewater was just trying to do something there.
Fiala kicks it up. Nope, that's Alex Hain that kicked it up. It's Alex Hain that kicked it up. Fiala's not in. Reached the 20-minute mark about so. 20 minutes gone by. What do you like from both teams in these first 20 minutes of the first half?
For Central, I've liked a lot of their defense. I mean, we've said it before. We've said it multiple times. But Hunterdon Central's defense has been lights out. They haven't allowed Bridgewater to get any time with the ball at all. Bridgewater, there's not a lot that you can say that's fantastic or lights out right now. They're definitely determined to try to get something started, but have been struggling a lot. Their only good aspect, I would say, so far is their defense closer to the goal.
Perez gives it to Cantanzarite. Cantanzarite keeps with it. There's Rene Rincon. Has a good look. Couldn't get to it in time, though. Now Bridgewater has another opportunity. Here's Roddy with the ball. Here's Alex Hain. Central just gets it right back. Well, it is in. Fiala right on it. In a fight for the ball. Has at the moment. Good job keeping it in. Ball's high up, far away from us. There's Cantanzarite. Cantanzarite Good look there. Picked up by number 0. Backup goalie for Bridgewater at the midfield now. High kick. Once again, now at the midfield, Bridgewater trying to get it, and they do. They're bringing it up. Ooh, great defensive play there. The whistle now blown. That was Decatur and Mayrides. It looks like it's going to go Central's way. Great effort by both of those players. So both of Decatur and Mayrides have been great. We've seen Decatur on the left, now the right. Staying in that area, doing a great job. And like we said multiple times, Mayrides is just everywhere.
Two of the most aggressive players on Hunterdon Central, and they're doing a great job both offensively and defensively.
Christensen now at the midfield. Perez, going to get there in time. Scoops it down, the Bridgewater goalie. Looks like Mayride's got tripped there. No whistle blown, though. Mayride's not happy about that one. So Central will now have it. Zerniak's going to kick it to the goal area for the Red Devils. Mayride's on it. Oh, God, tried to get it. Couldn't get enough. Wow, great play by Luke Christensen. Good slide kick there. Now Cantanzarite is on it. Cantanzarite, pass it to Perez. Perez, oh, barely missed. Just hit the post, or did it go in? Yeah, it hit the iron. Yeah, but nonetheless, that was a great look for Perez. Yeah, great look. Now here's Central with it. Mayrides. Whistle blown. It's like someone was off sides, I believe. Reaching the 15-minute mark now. 15 minutes to go, and it's been the same story. It's been the entire game. Great defense by Central. Bridgewater can't get anything.
You know, Bridgewater hasn't gotten a good look here in the second half. Maybe a shot or two, but there hasn't been a lot of good looks where they're able to get some open net in vision. Hunterdon Central has definitely had a couple of those moments, but not a lot of shots and nothing that would potentially go in. I mean, that last shot by, I forget who it was, but it hit the crossbar of the field goal posts. And that's one of the closer shots we've seen for Central so far.
Ball goes out once again. Now it's Cantanzarite and Rosenheim trying to get something. We've now officially reached the 15-minute mark. So 15 minutes left to play in this game, barring a tie. And ball goes out once again. I think Central just trying to get something, but Bridgewater is doing a good job on defense, blocking everything that goes their way. Here's Fiala. Once again, this is going to go out. So, Lucas, good job by Bridgewater on the defense here. Light toss for Rosenheim. There's Fiala. Fiala to Cantanzarite. Cantanzarite gets past one, gets past another. Here comes Bridgewater now with Mayrides right there. Rosenheim back to Perez. Perez is going to bring it back to the midfield. They're going to try to reset. Zerniak now bringing it up on the defense. Hain, try to get it. Couldn't. And now Bridgewater is in a race, but once again, there's all May Rides, kicks it right out. Does a good job, resets it. Now, looks like Central will have it. Nope, Bridgewater doing a good job here. High kick to the midfield. Oh, Rincon tried to keep with it, couldn't. Now here's Central with it. Paris tried to get it, couldn't. Bridgewater's goalie tripped for a sec, got back up just in time though. Perhaps maybe an opportunity there to make it 3-0. Nearing the 10-minute mark, here's Fiala. Back to Rosenheim. Rosenheim. Try to give it to no, that Perez. Tans right to Perez. Perez has a good look here. Hain almost had it. There's Menendez. Menendez, great save by the Bridgewater goalie. Great defense by Bridgewater too. Cantanzarite, long goal, too high up in the air, but great job of the Bridgewater goalie. A good save there where it looks like Menendez had an opportunity.
That's one of the better looks that Central's had this half. A great look there, a lot of passing. I mean, when you least expect it, you have an opportunity for a goal. You had two opportunities there. One, it went too far of a kick, and then the second one, just a great save there by the Bridgewater goalie.
At the midfield now, there's Perez. Perez resets it back to Zerniak, but the pressure of Bridgewater's right there. Menendez. Trying to give it to Tanzarek. Tanzarek fell. Looks like maybe there could have been a whistle there. Reinhardt. Kicks it out for Mayrides, but Bridgewater. Good defense there by number 21, Dylan Calderon. Ball stays in. Haynes running for it. He's got room. Hayne gets it stopped. Bridgewater playing good defense for most of this half. Not allowed anything. The issue is they can't get anything on their side. Goal shot there. Rincon wants a whistle. Can't get it. That's Perez that kicked it right out. Matthew Cancella tosses it in. Bounces off the head of Christensen, now off Rincon. It looked like Cancella, he just fell right into a garbage can or some sort of bin. Yeah, maybe a push or a shove, and he's still on the ground.
It seemed as though he hit the iron bench there.
Yeah, it looks like he hit the bin and the bench.
That's not something you want to land on.
He seems to be okay, but just hit hard. Just coming down with a lot of force and hitting the iron's got to not feel good. And we'll be right back. And we're back here, so it looks like number 12, Cancella, perhaps had a cramp there. He is back on his own feet. Fell and looks like with his knee or calf kind of hit really hard. Is okay, though. Here's Darmy. Opportunity here for Bridgewater in these final 10 minutes. Scooped up right there by Reinhardt. Great pass there to the midfield for Perez. Perez has multiple defenders around him. There's Menendez on our right. Going to go Bridgewater's way. Bridgewater's got to hurry now, Lucas. It's under 10 minutes, down 2-0. They can't get anything to go their way. What do you think Bridgewater has to do here to make it a 2-2 game with minimal time left?
Yeah, with just under 10 minutes left, they need to change something. Nothing that has been going on with Bridgewater has been working. Their offense has not been aggressive enough, and their defense has been decent, but not decent enough. They're not getting it out of their side of the field.
Now here's Zerniak. Zerniak and Christensen have been really good on the defense, have not subbed out, doing what they're supposed to be doing and stopping anything from happening, bringing it up to the midfield and allowing the offensive side to get these opportunities. Clock stops at 9:21. 9:21 left to play in the game. Zerniak lightly kicks it to the other side. There's Christensen. Right back to Zerniak, playing it slow here. And Lucas, if I'm Central, you're up 2-0. I chew the clock down. I try to play it safe. Obviously, you want to play good defense, but you don't got to do anything crazy here.
I mean, you'd think that, but Central is still playing super aggressive soccer because you never know when Bridgewater is going to come out of nowhere and get some good shot opportunities, maybe even score some goals. So Central still needs to stay a little aggressive, but they need to stay really defensive in these last 8 minutes or so.
Yeah, defensively, they got to give their full effort. On the offensive side, want to play it safe, don't want to do anything too stupid or unsafe. But, yeah, the defense for Central has not slowed down. It doesn't plan on slowing down. They're giving 100% effort all the time, and it's been working this entire game. There's Michalski, Dylan Michalski, the junior, back in the game. Ronnie had it for Bridgewater. There's number 22, Michael Galliano. Against Hanserite, has a good look. Stays with it. Oh, tried to get Rincon. Rincon's right there. Can he get it? No, but there's Rosenheim. Rosenheim's in a fight for the ball with number 9, Urena. On the corner, goes out. Good effort there by Rosenheim and Rincon. Fiala has it now. On the other side is Zerniak. Zerniak trips, gets back up. 7:30 left to play. Menendez, high kick. Oh, bounced off Rincon's head, whistle blown.
That was a great move there by Rincon. Almost a great goal with a header. That was a great kick there and almost perfect. Just a little wide of the goal, though.
Now 7 minutes left to play in the game. Bridgewater's goalie seems to be kicking it up to midfield. And he does. Rosenheim's right there, goes out, bounces off his head. Here's Fiala now. Fiala gives it back to midfield. Right back to Mialski. Mialski once again has it. Here's Menendez. Menendez had a good kick earlier. Oh, Menendez loses it. Now Bridgewater has it. 6:20 left. Zerniak, looks for a good kick there. Good block on Bridgewater's part. Number 22, Matthew Gagliano. Now maybe Bridgewater has an opportunity. Whistle blown. Just above the 5-minute mark. there's really not much to say left than Bridgewater. Just, they got to score. There's really not much to say, Lucas.
They need to get more aggressive here. You have 5 minutes and 45 seconds left, and, I mean, Central should be feeling really good right now.
Yeah, Central still playing good defense. Doesn't seem like Bridgewater's going to really get anything. And keep the pace slow on offense. And then if they keep doing that, I really don't see any other scenario where Central doesn't win this. So a missed opportunity there. Almost went in for Hunterdon Central. Central not slowing down. Here's Cantanzarite. Goal opportunity. Good look. Had the right angle, just a bit too high. Now we've reached the 5-minute mark. 5 minutes left to play. 2-0. Hunterdon Central is up. This is a Bridgewater team that last year went 8-8, so just went 500, 3-5 in the Skyline Delaware. And when they went to these tournaments, they did okay. They went to the quarterfinals in the Somerset County tournament, lost to Bernards 3-0. Then they got to the NJSIA playoffs, but in the first round lost to Elizabeth 5-0. They're 2-2 on the year. They lose this 2-3 if they were to come back and win this 3-2. So Bridgewater, it seems to be in the same position as of right now that they were last season, where they're at that 500 mark, Lucas.
Yeah, I mean, and then you're comparing that to the Red Devils, who have been a dominant team for years and years. I mean, they won the Hunterdon Warren County Sussex tournament last year, beating North Hunterdon in the finals 8-1, and then they finished with a 14-4 last season,
and went 6-2 in the Skyline Delaware. So yeah, you know, this Central team had a lot of seniors, and what I like about the Central team is year by year, they're very senior heavy. They always have a lot of seniors, but they have the juniors too that can step up. And what you're seeing right now is another team that's very senior heavy, but they have some juniors like Decatur and like Mihalski. They have a sophomore like Grubb who are getting this experience, not even in their senior year yet. So when they come to their senior year, they're all ready. Fiala, goal opportunity, hit the post. That's like the second goal that has hit the post. Perez just had that. Fiala had that. This could really be 4-0 right now.
Yeah, and as we were just talking about younger players, I mean, you have Grubb, who's a sophomore now this year. He's definitely one of those guys that are going to be really, really good in his senior year. He's had a lot of experience on varsity, and we have more players that were on the varsity team on their sophomore year.
Yeah, and another one is Chase Reinhardt, who's only a junior, so they have him for another year. So this team has potential after this season too. I know that's still very far ahead, but just to see that all these young guys are on the field right now shows promise for the future of this Central team. So we have about 2:30 left to play in this game. Central does not seem to be slowing down. Mendez went down looking for a whistle. Now Bridgewater's goalie. If I'm Bridgewater's goalie, I kick it as far as I can. If I'm Bridgewater, I go and back up as far as I can. At this point, you just need a goalie to see some sort of light in this game. Now with 2 minutes left, they really need to hurry. And that ball is going to go out. So now 2 minutes officially left to play. High kick. Now just 1:30 left in this game. And I think it's safe to say that Central has this game on lock. I mean, they really are not stopping, Lucas.
Yeah, they really should be feeling good right now. Hopefully coming off a win against Bridgewater, moving on into the season. Bridgewater is definitely one of their biggest competitors. Not saying that they are skill level the same, but, I mean, they're big rivals.
Oh, almost another goal there for the Red Devils. As you look at this Hunterdon Central schedule, they had Ridge playing Bridgewater right now. And after that, they have a very, very big test ahead of them a big game, Gil St. Bernard's. That'll be a good game. Gil St. Bernard's is usually always a good soccer team, so if they can win that, that's a 10 a.m. game on Saturday. Advance to 3-0. Looking into the rest of their schedule, you got Pingree coming up. You got Ridge in a rematch at home here. South Brunswick, Bridgewater again. You could see a lot of wins here for the Red Devils.
Yeah, and a lot of big wins at that. I mean, you have a lot of big teams coming up in the schedule, but all those big teams are another big opportunity for Hunterdon Central to show themselves that they are a better team than they were last year.
Yeah, 100%. And Gil St. Bernard's is a team that's 0-2, but they played Del Barton and Pingree, two of the best soccer teams in New Jersey, so definitely not one to take lightly these final 20 seconds here. Central playing it slow, chewing the clock out. That's all they need to do. Final seconds here. Reinhardt has it. Going to lightly kick it to Zerniak. Final 10 seconds here. And in those final 10 seconds, the Hunterdon Central Red Devils are going to advance to 2-0 on the year against Ridge, against Bridgewater. Both shutouts, both being 2-0. Bridgewater goes 2-3. Central is now 1-0 in the Scotland Division. Bridgewater 1-2. A great game for the Red Devils. A great game for Michael Gatan's right. 2 goals. Stay tuned soon for more Hunterdon Central TV action. Brad Romano here with Michael Gatan's right. Michael, 2 goals on the game, now 3 on the year. Coming into this game, you had those 2 goals. Talk me through them and how they went.
The first one, beautiful ball by Simon. You don't give him enough credit for that no-look pass. And for me, I just wanted to put it in the back of the net with being the keeper as well. And then the second one, another beautiful pass by Owen. Missed off the post, sold his assist, but I got the goal for the team. So to start with 2 quick goals like that is good for the rest of the game and winning.
Now, this is a team where 18 out of 26 on the varsity roster are all seniors. So clearly, you guys have been playing for a while, have the chemistry. How important is that to have all those seniors on the team after you guys have played for a while?
For me, last year, important to have seniors because they lead you in tough games like that. And for me, I'm just trying to pass that on to the sophomores and juniors on the team and get big wins. So chemistry is very important.
Now, last year, you guys went to the NJSIA finals. Come up short against Scotch Plains Faneuil, 1-0. You guys are obviously trying to go back to it. What does it take overall for this team to get back there?
I think forget about the games. It's all hard work and practice and challenging each other as a team in practice and making them harder than the games. So the games come with ease and we get easy wins and then win the NJSIA.
All right, that was Michael Gatan's right. 2 goals on the game. We want to thank everyone for tuning into HGTV Boys Soccer Home Opener. Stay tuned for more next week and this week. Thank you for watching.